Hello and welcome to My GRC POV Podcast, where we are demystifying the world of governance, risk management, and compliance one conversation at a time. I'm your host, Monica Reagor, a GRC practitioner, compliance storyteller, and a creator of My GRC POV newsletter on LinkedIn. I am so excited you're here with me for my intro episode. This podcast is something I've been wanting to do for a while because honestly, GRC has a visibility problem. It's important, it touches every industry, but too often it's wrapped in jargon and bureaucracy and complexity that makes it feel disconnected from the real world. That's where my GRC POV comes in. I started this podcast to bridge the gap, to talk about governed risk and compliance in a way that's practical, honest, and sometimes really a little bold. And whether you're a compliance professional, a risk leader, a curious executive, or someone who just stumbled across this space, I'm glad you're here because we're going to unpack the stories, the decisions, and people behind the policies and the procedures. This isn't just about frameworks or regulatory updates. It's about perspective. My GRC POV is exactly that. My point of view on the impact and the importance of this work real time and in real life. So, who is this show for? This show is for risk and compliance professionals who just want a fresh take, or leaders who care about doing the right thing, but just not sure how to, or just need a little help of navigating to the how. And more importantly, is for everybody, the everyday person trying to make sense of accountability, ethics, policies, in the workplace. But what we're going to explore are things like how governance actually shows up in business decisions, what ethical leadership looks like in practice, or why risk management is so much more than just checking the box, or more importantly, how compliance is not about staying out of trouble, it's really about building trust. So, what can you expect? You can expect from this podcast solo episodes from me where I'll break down the trending GRC issues and insights. You're also going to get interviews with risk managers and compliance officers, board members, or even whistleblowers from various industries to gain insight and wisdom in the regulatory space. We will even talk about real stories because behind every audit or policy is a person trying to make a decision under pressure. And that means that some episodes will be short and focused, but other episodes might go deeper into interviews and or big issues like organizational ethics and tech risk or the role of AI in governance. Either way, I hope you walk away with something practical, thoughtful, and just plain honest. So, where can you find more? If you want to stay connected between episodes, and I hope you do, you can follow me on LinkedIn and subscribe to my GRC POV newsletter, where I'll share my short insights, reflections, and sometimes spicy takes on what's happening in the GRC world. Or, which I hope you also do, become a part of my community on Substack, where we dive deeper into conversations happening right here. And I get to give you even more tools and perspective and to grow in your GRC journey. And if you like what you hear today, I hope you do me a favor. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this with someone in your network. You never know who might need a little GRC clarity. So before I go, just remember that GRC doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be inaccessible. And it definitely shouldn't be intimidating. So let's make it human. Let's make it matter. Let's make it real. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next episode.